Hi, my name is Khadar Shaik. Currently, I am working in coding tutor as a Java full stack developer. Today, I am going to explain about Java email sender. Let's dive into the topic. First of all, we have to know that what is Java email sender. Java email sender is a implementing the Java mail APIs, which is allowed to Java application to send, receive, and manage emails using standard mails protocols like SMTP, POP3, and IMP. In most real-time applications such as registration, confirmation, password, and reset, alert, notification, we need to send email automatically. Java mail help to achieve this by connecting our Java program to mail send the users like Gmail SMTP. SMTP stand from simple mail transfer protocol. Before going to explain code, first we have to know the application properties. This is the application property. Spring.application.name equal to email service. Here, this is the configuration of Spring Boot applications. To this send to name of the Spring Boot application as a email service. This one. Less. This is one connecting the database configurations, which is connecting the database. Like database configurations, I used this one. Less. These are the Spring data source dot username. This is the database name like username. This is a password which is I used in my local system. The database connections. This is a local service like service dot port. This is a port number in my server 333. This is the email port under. This is I mentioned here spring dot email dot spot. This is a SMTP comes to gmail.com. This is server configurations. I use in that server dot port number 2222. This is one. The email SMTP configuration I mentioned here. This is used to email SMTP server port 587. This is Spring Mail username. This is Khadar Shaik 11. This is my email ID, which is I send the emails from this message. This is email account credentials or password we have to mention here. These are the application properties I used here. Let's explain before going to the code. We have to know that one more thing is pom.xml. Here pom.xml, here Maven configuration. This file is manage project dependencies like build configurations. I used here parent configurations. Here parent configurations I mentioned. Next project information, which I mentioned here group ID, group names. This is all the project informations I used here. This identify these project unique keys, IDs. These are the things I mentioned here. Let's Java version I mentioned here. Java version is a 17. Right now currently I am using Java version 17. Like dependency expansions I use Spring Data, Spring Boot Starter Web. Here I mentioned. These are all the configuration I use in my pom.xml. Let's explain the entity classes. This is I use in my Spring Boot application here. Yeah, this is a email class. It is entity class. Is entity class in Java that represent in table in the database. Why do you use it? They store the database in DB. The fetch the update records from the database. It acts like a model to Java object. Here I taken the class name like email, right? Here I taken first I generate the ID. This is a ID is a primary key. I taken field like this is a unique record for identifications. Then I taken one more field. Two. This fields the This fields email address of receivers, which one you to need to send to where email should be go. Next fields I taken another field. This is email subject. The email subject is used in the sending emails. Next I will take another field private body. Actual message, this one used for the content, your code use them template instead. Next name, the receiver names used in personalized message is used to personalize messages. These are the fields I taken my entity class. Here I taken like the generator primary key I taken like the rate id. This id is configuration generate the values which I earlier I mentioned here entity, right. Entity I mentioned entity fields like it will to represents Java class the table in database. Like I added setters, getters. For instead of writing the all the setters and getters method manually, I return setters and getters entities. Because of we are using like reducing the boilerplate code. Then I use a nowhere constructor, all are constructors. Then these are all the fields I added in my entity class. Let's go to repository. This is a repository. It is an interface that allows us to interact with database without writing SQL queries. This is the importance of repository. To perform the CUD operations easily and Spring Data JPA automatically generate all the methods. Here I extend the JPA repository. Here in JPA repository, these are the to perform the CUD operations easily, the automatically generate all the methods, all the methods. Here I written entity class name, which is I taken email. This is a class name. In primary key as I given that long. For identification I written repository. In repository I taken like in JPA repository it will gives like save methods, find all method, find by id, delete by id. These are the in previously as I mentioned this all the methods like save all, find by, delete by id. These are all the methods given the JPA repository. In Spring Data JPA, it automatically give the generate the all the methods. It allows database without writing any SQL queries. Let's go to services. In services, I taken here already. I taken in services. This is the email service. The service layer contain the these are the service layer. This contain all the business logic, which is I mentioned here. To write the logic to send the emails and make the control clean, follow the layers. Like here I am taken auto-write Java mail sender, right? Here the auto-write Java mail sender, it is a interface I taken here. It is auto-write. It means it injected the no need to create an object. Automatically it create the auto-write automatically create the object. No need to create a manual function, new keywords. Like in service logic, I taken like string personalized. These are the email Java Spring email services. Here the public wide send emails. These are the mails used to persons the name prepare the customer messages. Here I taken like body like the personalized messages, personalized bodies. That it means users person's name to prepare the custom. Here I taken messages body, right. Second thing is I taken like message equal to Java mail sender that create emails. This means the Spring use with the build of emails. The delf to here I taken set from and to and subject and text, which is used for attach the mails, which I send the mails to who taken the who receive the mails and from address to and subject and text. These are the fields I taken here. This from this helper does set that from these are the message helper to send email sender to comes from the application dot property, this one. Next to these are the user provide the emails, the subject which is used to write the subject. Next the body the send the body as HTML plain text, it means HTML mode. The emails send the emails the actual message goes to email SMTP services deliver the inbox. Let's go to controller. This is my controller. Here the controller is used to create and REST APIs endpoints. To communicate with front-end, Postman and mobile application. They accept JSON to send receive the application service to return the response. Like accepted JSON send to services return response. The controller logic here taken that there is this controller. This makes the classes REST controller with root of path API, which I mentioned here. Then I inject the service logic. A return method like public string send mail. Customary which I given the my entity class. Asking about inject the services like entity class. Service starts send mail, emails, return. This is response. We after sending the emails we got a response like email sent successfully, email sent. Here might be it will throw the exception, that's why I write exception like throws messaging exception. This is a post. Send mail. Yes, after completing we have to check the postman it is working or not, personal message. Then here I take an entity class, right? Here this I feel I mention here my postman. Before going to check we have to run the application. Here I take an ID. 2 is a messages, sorry, mail. This is a subject, this is a body. Let's check it will working or not. This is a postman, we have to check it will working or not. This is a request which I mentioned in my response body. Here I will show you one more time. This is a request body which I mentioned here, postman. Let's check. Sorry, this I given is here small letter, right? Send mail. That's why I got error. Yes, email sent successfully. You can check it will receive email receive or not. After sending the request, you have to check will email receive or not. Yes, right now I got a message which is I mentioned here Khadar. This is a sample message, sorry, sample mail to send for demonstration purpose. I mentioned here body type in my service class. This is sample mail which is I got a message from here, right? Yeah, we got right. Thank you.